What I stopped caring about after 50. That's the title of this live. And sorry, unapologetically me. Okay. That's another unfiltered and unscripted live. Uh, so, what I often say is 50 is a superpower. I'm 53. And I wouldn't want to go back to my 20s, 30s. These years were painful for me, painful, trying to be so many things, you know, trying to be whoever, all the expectations that people were asking of me. Wait, my phone is gonna go off in a minute, so let me just turn it down. Okay. Yeah, trying to be so many different things. And I wouldn't want to go back because when you turn 50, something happened. It free you from people expectation. And when I say people, I mean everyone in your life, right? Um, what I say, I'm gonna say may feel mean, okay? Uh, but or selfish, but it's very important. There's one thing that I could never stop caring about, right? When you are a mother, regardless of if your kids are adult, you always care. And I will always care for my children. However, I've accepted to let go as well and trying to micromanage, to helicopter the life. And you cannot tell a 28 years old or 23 years old what to do, right? When I remember me at the age, like I was living by myself and I didn't want to hear whatever whoever would say, right? But I was still that parent that would stay paralyzed because my kids, you know, will do this and that, would not call me, would not worry, and they would keep me from doing what I wanted to do. I stopped. In my 50, I stopped. I'm there. They know I will always be available for them, always be there for them. If they need me, I will be there. But I stopped the fact that I'm a mother. I stopped letting my role as a mother from doing the things that I want to do. Okay. I stopped that letting me live the life I want to live. Right. And I've said that several times. It's actually very important to. I'm checking my audio here. Okay, good. It's actually important to show your kids. It's actually very important to show your kids that you care about your own life, that you have your own ambition, passions, dreams, and you go after them, right? So they can do the same too. Because very often, whether we want it or not, we are their model. Okay. Even they're like, I don't want to be like my mom, you know. They end up copying exactly what we do. Like I look at myself and I'm like, why? Sometimes I look at myself in the mirror today. I'm like, oh my God, I look so much like my mom and I react like her and I'm her. Oh my God. But for me, that's not a bad thing. My mom was an angel, was an amazing person, was one of those angels sent to us, right? So, yeah, that's one thing. And that's a hard one because I know us moms, we can't spend an entire life stop living because we have children. There's ladies on the channel. I haven't watched her for a long time. She's part of the Exodus Summit, community that I'm part of. I forgot her name. She lives in Mexico. Anyway, I'll put if I find. I'll put her details in the description after. That woman is a grandmother. It's she's a mom, of course, if she's a grandmother, and she's been traveling the world for a long time. She left the US and she now lives in Mexico, but she traveled all around. She goes around the world. She's a traveler as well. And but she has, I think, two daughters. Don't quote me on that. But she had a grandkid at the time because I haven't watched her for a long time. And she was like, if my children want to see me, they have a place where they can come on holiday in Mexico. And my kids know where I am, And at first, I find that really, really hard, because for me, I thought once I'm a grandmother, I'll find a place to live near my kids, like in England. Like, I don't want to stay here forever, but my kids, I know they're going to be here for a long while. And I had to reframe this, right? Wherever I'm going to be, whether it's Zanzibar or whichever country I'm going to be in Africa, that will be a place for them to come, and that will be a way for the children to learn the culture as well, to know where they're from, because, it's important. Kid born in Europe from African origin often do not recognize themselves as part of the African diaspora. Okay, they see themselves as European because, well, they're born here. So anyway, the other thing is relationships. That's a relationship, children, right? But the other one is general and the trois relationships, like your friends, your family. It's a big one. Even your partner, your husband, right? Um, it's stopping having people, um, as I said earlier, putting all those expectations on us women. And, a lot of women will spend an entire uh, life being at the service of everyone else. That's something that I stopped caring about, like what people expect of me. At this time, I don't give a heck about what people expect of me because I do me. I've I had to drink on my friend uh, merch today. Okay, unapologetically aging on my own terms. It's very important. I love this cup because it reminds me when I drink on it every day that it's about me. Okay, it's about what I need, my dream, my want, my need. Okay, and not everyone else. It doesn't mean that cater I don't care about my family, but I need to pour into me before, giving to them as well. Everyone is independent and can, look after themselves. So I stop like shrinking, being the last one on my own to-do list. Okay, so that is very important. So I was talking about even relationship like family. Family can be tricky. That's why, for me, the chosen family is very important, like friends. Friends, I have some friends that are like family, that are present for me whenever something is wrong. They're there for me, where family would not be, where family would be laughing and pointing, right? The relationship with some member of the family, not all, can be toxic. And that's something that I unapologetically put aside. Stop caring about some member of my family. I will love them at a distance, but for my own peace, safety, and sanity, right? I rather not have them in my life anymore. And that's something that I stopped caring because in my mind, as a cultural, like in my culture in Africa, is community. It doesn't matter if family rob you dead, it's still your family. You can't put them in jail. You still have to attend to them, help them, blah, blah, blah. I had to remove that belief. And like, I'm not going to die, just so I can let somebody poisoning my life every day just because we have the same blood. Sorry. That's something that I stop. And for a lot of women, it could be uh, relationships, like when I partners, husband, etc. This is personal. I'm not going to enter into details, but I've been married for 30 years, right? And even again, as the African woman that I am, in Africa, a woman, when I say in Africa, I generalize, but I'm talking about Central Africa, where I'm from, a wife or a woman is so less than a man. Than a man. In our culture, they will tell you men don't enter in the kitchen. Like when my mother-in-law came to see us, and my husband that day decided to go in the kitchen and cook something, I was like, that man want to kill me, right? Because I'm like, why are you in the kitchen? Your mom is gonna be ballistic because that's how they've been raised. That a man don't enter in the kitchen. So the expectation of the African society, the African community, but I don't want to generalize. I'm talking about Cameroon, Gabon, okay? Not whole Africa, because Africa has 54 countries. And there can be the culture may be a little bit different in some parts. But I had to let go of that, you know. I have to let go of that and being like the submissive wife. I'm not saying that being submissive the way the Bible or all, if you believe, say it is wrong, because submission doesn't mean a carpet, doesn't mean you completely forgive who you are, your ambition, your dreams to serve just a man, because that's how we girls are raised in the part of Africa I'm from. I need to say that to not generalize. Young women are raised to become wives, not to become doctors, not to become whatever. Okay, they, even if they are intelligent and they are pushed to go to school today, at the same time, the important thing is that they need to become wives. You know, good wives. They need to learn how to clean, cook, you know, pretty, you know, to present themselves. And so you will see women catfighting with each other over a man and trying to, if you check a series on Netflix, The Polygamist, it will tell you a lot about the relationship, you know, men, women, in a lot of places in Africa. Um, I'm not saying it's always like that, because what I love is the young generation, the Gen Zs, these people, even the whoever is before the millennials, those people, whoa, they're different. They're like, no, we want a career. We're not here just to bear your children and serve you. We will divorce you if you cannot be the husband we need. The new generation of African women, they're like, no, you know, it's about us too, right? And I love to see that, you know, there's a shift of the new generation. You know, today the world is global. Okay, people can watch television. There's all the novellas and all the things that people watch in in a, in Africa and believe in Cinderella. Anyway, they understand that women can be equal. Okay, I'm just talking about novellas, but that women can be equal, and that is beautiful to see. These young women being like, you know, I'm going out with my friend, because my generation, when I lived in Cameroon, it's painful. I was watching at these women. I had to steal these women from what they were doing, take them on holidays or on weekend on in their own country. And the thing they were telling me, anyway, you will see it during event, women are sat in the kitchen cooking and men are sat and waiting to be served. You will see that. Okay. Today, like in 2026, right now, right? And I remember when I arrived, like men will start talking. I didn't realize that first, right? And I will leave the lady in the kitchen and I'd come and talk to them. And they're talking and I'm answering and they're all turning. It's like, who asked you to talk? Nobody spoke to you. But I, because I was not raised that way, they had to learn to let me in and let other women in, like to also, we're also part of the conversation. Why do you want us to sit in the kitchen? At first, one of the cousin was like, "What are you doing here? You need to be with the women in the kitchen." I'm like, "In which year? 2000 and what?" You know. So a lot is changing, but there's still a lot to do. women like, anyway, I'm digressing and I'm going through, but it's just important to give that background to understand where I'm coming from. Like, what I stopped caring about after 50 is like the wife that I was in my 20s, 30, 40 is different. When I turned 45, I was like, heck with that. I was the submissive wife. Like, I couldn't go on holiday. I have to wait for my husband to be um, ready to travel, and he never was ready. I had to wait for the kid to be blah 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 blah. I had to wait for everybody else before I live my life, because I was raised that this is how a woman should be. She need to live for everyone else. But 50 was like, we blame perimenopause and what's the name of the other one? Menopause, right? But it does something. Okay. I don't know if it's the hot flashes coming to your brain, but there's something that happened where you're like, no way I exist as a woman. So I don't give a cake of what you think. I don't, yeah, I love you. I care for you guys, but it's about me too. It's my time to live. So unapologetically me. Okay. So I'm gonna move away from the all of that. The family, etc. I've explained. Some family are better left alone and be loved at a distance, because family relationship can be toxic. Oh my God. Yeah. Okay. So um the other thing is, oh my God, I'm laughing at this one because today I'm only wearing um trainers, and even the most ugliest trainers, like the one that looks like you wearing, what's the name of those shoes? No shoes, those ones that look very weird, almost like embrace the form of your feet. But I live for comfort. I dress for comfort, not to look flawless and to look whatever. My comfort is more important. I remember wearing shoes that were so painful. You walk, and I even hurted one of my toe for a long time. I was still young, like, I don't know, in my 30s or whatever, going out with friends, etc., and wearing heels. But I'm already five. Sometimes it depends. When I go to the machine, I could be 5'3", 5'4". Anyway, so I'm relatively tall, right? And you know, and I hurted my feet with shoes because you have to look the part and your feet up. No, I'm so sorry. Today, I wear trainers everywhere, even during weddings. Okay, and I shocked people in Africa again, because women in Africa, that's supposed love to dress, and they dress beautifully. Oh my God! Type the Nigerian wedding or whatever, because Nigerian knows how to dress like. Okay. Uh, Last time, I don't know, in 2000 and something, I can't remember, my brother got married, and I shared on the channel some glittery trainers. People were turning, and I was the mother of the bride because our mom died. So I was the one entering with him. And I had like my glittery trainers. People were just turning heads, like, what is she wearing at the soiree? The evening dance and all, when they call everybody. I was like with my glittery trainers, and like people were just looking at me like, yeah. And I was so proud of myself. I didn't care because I was comfortable. But I saw women removing their shoes and dancing barefoot because they couldn't stand the shoes anymore. That's something that I let go of. Okay. Trying to look the part, trying to, you know, uh, whatever, trying to look away so we are accepted. I don't care, I dress for comfort. I have a uniform, and yeah, I couldn't care less what people think now. I used to stress going to weddings, and like when you go to Africa, weddings and whatever, you have to be dressed a certain way. Not anymore. I dress the way I want to dress, and yeah, I don't apologize for that. If people aren't happy, they just don't look at me. Um, the other thing is saying no. I think a lot of us, right? Saying no. Oh my God, this was painful. People pleaser, raise your hand. Oh my God. I was such a people pleaser. I'm a recovering one. I don't say I'm recovered because I still have some residue of that, right? It's a journey. People pleaser. Saying no was painful for me because I didn't want to be unliked, people not to like me. And etc. And I think that behavior even followed me with starting my YouTube channel, not this one, the other one, because if in the comments somebody said something, I wouldn't do that video anymore because somebody was unhappy. Uh, there's 8 billion of people. Is that 8 billion, guys, of humans on Earth? If you have to try to cater for everybody's personality and want, you're dead, right? So no, being a complete sentence is something that I'm still learning because I'm able to say no now. I've explained recently, I don't know where, that I will keep talking about my culture because that's who I am, simply. In my culture, it's when somebody dies, whatever event happening, death, is the same thing, funeral, right? Death, marriage, birth, whatever happen in our societies, there's not something like insurance exists, but like it's not in our culture. It's more community coming together. So very often you be called to say like uncle such and such is getting married, auntie such and such is getting or just died, blah blah blah. You have no idea who they are, but you have to send money and participate. I used to, and it's a budget. In a year, if 100,000 people die at the same time or got married or have a kid, you don't live your life because you have to keep giving and you can't say no. I stopped doing it. I stopped doing it. I will give to the people closest to me. But like extended people, that never do anything in my life that I don't even know, but I will keep giving to them because that's the cultural things to do. I stopped doing it. Now, if somebody die, I'm like, I'm gonna pray for their soul to go to whatever. And if they're getting married, I will say congratulations. That's what I'm giving, but I'm not sending any more money. So saying no is something that I've learned to do. Even with my kids, that's the hard one, like my youngest. And people, oh my God, guys, hear me out. But kids know how to manipulate their parents since they're even young. Have you had that thing where, of course, everyone, like they come and ask you something, you say no, they go to the dad. Kids know how to manipulate, and as they grow, it's the same thing. Okay, they know how to play on your button and to emotionally blackmail you so you give them what they want. Okay, so the one that I'm still is still really hard for me to say no. It's my youngest, but I say no. Even my eldest is the same. I will say no, but then I will beat myself up. I'll be like, oh my goodness, but I'm moving away from that because saying yes to them all the time anyway, what am I teaching them? Okay, that's not life. Life doesn't give you the yes. Life actually slap you left and right. Okay, so you can grow up. So saying no, okay, saying no from taking too much on me, even leave everyone else aside. Guys, I see you coming there. Thank you for being here. I'll attend to your question in a minute. Saying no even to, I'm somebody who will take 100,000 things at the same time. I'm all or nothing kind of person. So even for my travel, last year I traveled to 15 city and 4 countries. I can't remember, or 15 countries. I can't remember. Nine countries and 15 cities. Like that's a lot of traveling in a year, you know. And often I will pile things, or I've been invited there, and you put all of that on your plate, or even just my work, what I want to do. I had an incident recently, right? Uh, because I'm doing too much. I'm on YouTube. I have 2 channels. I can't have one channel. I have two. I even had a third one that I let go with my husband. I even had a secret fourth one for my weight loss journey that I wanted to document. I'm like, who are you, women? Superwoman? You know, something has to give. So saying no to all the things that I want to do and just say yes to what's really important, right? You don't have to do everything. That's something that I'm working on as well. And yeah, so there's one big thing also coming back to my culture again, right? It's how people perceive you as being a successful person. A lot of people from the diaspora may recognize themselves if they ever watch this live, is that because you are in the diaspora, Europe, America, wherever you are, Canada, okay, there's an expectation of you when you come back to Africa to show signs of success. So a lot of us come and we can't just build like a two um, or just a one bedroom flat or house or two, because they'll be like, oh, she's been in Europe and that's how she's coming and she's actually poor. She did not succeed. Anyway, what people say. So a lot of us, even if it's unconsciously, okay, we come and we build these big houses. We like put ourselves into debt or whatever to have signs of richness, whatever, to show that we made it. We didn't go there to come back poor or to come back and live like everyone else. That's something that I removed from my head. I don't give a heck how people perceive me, you know. I'll go and let me just give you an example. And it started earlier, actually, me being unapologetically me. My mom was still alive, so that was in 2011. And when I used to visit Gabon, I've always been like somebody who kind of rebellious, okay? And so I used to just go with my trainers, t-shirts, all flip flop, and really dressed like really like nobody. And people came and see me and they're like, this person is really coming from Europe? Because Europe at the time was seen like, the American dream. For a lot of like French speaking countries, there's like the France dream. I'm coming from France. Oh my God, why do I look like this? Why am not dressed like, I don't know, right? And I don't know where I'm going with that, guys. I already forgot what I was talking about. My brain is gone on holiday. I forgot I forgot the thread of what I was talking about here. But anyway, letting go of people, how people expect you to be. They expect you to come and be all shiny, driving in, I don't know, Rolls Royce or whatever, but we don't have roads. In some of the countries, road infrastructure aren't there, but just so people see you a certain way. No, it's not me. I go with my flip flop and my jean. And I remember a lot of my workers in my plantation, because African people will tell you things they have no filter. They say things as it is. A lot of my workers and the people that work with us and living in the same compound as us, every time they saw me going to take the plane, they're like, Mom, why do you dress to go to the airport like if you were going to the plantation? Okay, because for them I was so badly dressed. And it's funny because you will see a lot of people who go to take the plane and they have heels and they dress so tight and so elegant. I'm like, what? Where are you going? Like, because in the plane you need to breathe, okay? You need comfortable clothes. So I've let go of that. Okay, saying no is something that I stopped. I stopped doing. Let me just quickly check the messages now. Hey, Kim. Yes, they do. Um, I say that all the time that kids are the best manipulators, right? Oh my God. My youngest, man, that girl, she doesn't watch my videos. She'll never watch my videos. It's like, even if she does, she is like, oh my God, the most even my eldest is like that. They like manipulating me so I can do the things that I want. Who cares what they expect, right? Exactly, who cares? So it's very important for me because my mental health it's extremely important, because we all racing to I don't know where. What is that saying? Buying the things we don't like to impress. No, buying the things we don't need to impress people we don't like. With money we don't have. That is so true because at the end of the day, the society is in debt. Many of us are in debt to buy the things we don't need to impress people we don't like. With money we don't have. Okay, that's not me anymore. I travel with a backpack. I showed you that it doesn't matter where I go. I have three clothes. Okay. I've been trying to be a minimalist for a very long time. I showed that before. That's my bag. Okay. I don't know if it's a 20 liter, 25 liter, 15 liter. I can't remember. But this is the bag I travel with everywhere I go. If I go for 1 year or not, um, or, or 1 week or 1 weekend, that's the bag I'm taking with me because I'm not dressing to impress. I'm dressing to be comfortable and to be myself. So my peace of mind is really important, and my peace of mind also is like guarding my heart, guarding my brain space and my energy for the things that are important, and stop trying to, you know, attend too many things. People that doesn't bring anything in your life, but keep taking off you. Energy vampires, as I call them, right? I've let go of those. And yeah, and also it's like other people timelines, right? This is very important because when you're trying to reinvent yourself, okay, the way I'm doing, um, it has to be on your own term, like this cup that I shared with you earlier, okay? Aging on your own term. What you do has to be about you and not about everyone else. So your timeline is yours. Even if right now we're all racing into that finish line before the 1st of February, right? To get monetized on YouTube, we're still doing it on our own terms. You will see that I've shifted a lot of things again. I will keep shifting because I'm somebody who was able to put my, how do you say that? In French, is se remettre en question. It's like I'm able to, check myself and pivot, you know, and that's really important. You don't owe explanation to anybody. You pivot as many times as you want in your life until you find a balance, okay, and you pivot once more again. It shows that you are growing anyway because we're not static, and unless you're dead, you keep growing, learning, and everything that you do will reflect on that. And I think our YouTube channel came channels is a good it's a good reflection of that, because I don't know how many times I pivoted and I'm going to pivot again, right? I will keep these lives, but I've changed a lot of ways. Yesterday, I worked for a while to change again the way I want the channel to be. I'm still trying to be truer to myself, like right now, just talking about the things that are true to me and not trying to please so much the algorithm and the audience. I used to not talk too much about my culture, and because I felt everybody can't resonate with it, right? Because I have a mixed audience. But the people follow me know who I am. I mean, yeah, I'm who I am, right? So my culture is part of who I am. So I've decided to just be honest and talk about who I am, period. Who want to be here? They can. Who doesn't want to be here, they can just leave, right? I actually had 19 people unsubscribing. I was like, thank you. And I was honest. Kim is the one who told me that before. I remember one time, Kim, you may not remember yourself. Uh, you were like, you need to thank the people who are subscribed because they're letting space for the people who truly care and need what you're saying, right? So I was like, thank you. And I blessed them to find, channels that really respect what they're looking for. So anyway, so not going on other people's timeline, right? Not my kids. Not like, okay, I'm waiting for both my kids to be like in a very comfortable lives before I can go and travel. Nah, I'm 53. I was going to give myself 2 years more. I was going to say I'm 55. I don't know what's wrong with me. But I'm 53. If I wait for everybody to be ready, and they will never be ready. Nobody's never ready. I'll be dying here with my dreams. And there will be those people dying with so many regrets. Okay, I wish I did this. I wish I did that. I wish I did that. No, no. These days, I think even if I die, uh, I hope I'm dying at 100 and I'm still walking and running the world, right? Running. But if I die, I don't think I'll have regret when it comes to my life because I'm really living my dream. I'm really doing the things I want to do. And for me, it's like if I want to, book a ticket and then go travel wherever I want to go, I can do it. And not everybody can, right? So I've done the thing that I wanted to do. There's nothing to do really where I'm like, it doesn't mean I don't want to grow. I don't want to make more money. Okay. Who doesn't want more money to do more of the things and more of the things that we want, right? But generally, the things that I wanted to do, I've done them. I want more of life because I'm alive. I still growing. I still want things. But I wouldn't say I wish I had done that. Yeah, there's country that I want to visit, but I may have not have done it. But I walked into my dream and living it, right? And not many people can say it. There's people out there who live maybe in America and would be dreaming their entire life that they wish they could ever go to Disneyland. Disney World. Is that Disneyland or Disney World? Anyway, Disney parks, right, in America. It's amazing. Actually, I've been there. So there's people that will be dreaming that their entire life. And there's one lady on YouTube, Stephanie Perry, okay, the one that founded with Rashida, um, the community called Exodus Summit. One morning, I listened to her live because she does live every Saturday morning, my time here. And I was listening to her live and I was almost in tears. And that was a while back. And that was another wake up call for me. In that live, I would paraphrase. It was many women, because our community is for Black women. It was like many women will die, and the only expensive things they're gonna have is the casket. Because many women out there work very hard, you know, to pay and attend everyone else needs. They don't buy anything for themselves. They haven't changed their bra for 10 years or even, for 10 years. They don't do anything for themselves. But when they die, the casket is the thing that they will have that cost the most in their life. Like they wouldn't buy a ticket to go to the Bahamas because this is too much money. They can't spend on themselves. They have to attend to their grandkid or their that and that. And that message, she said it more eloquently and she said a lot more things. I'm just paraphrasing here. That line shocked me because that was me who was doing everything for everyone else. I couldn't even spend money for me, guys. Like even like doing my nails, spending £20, not a lot, £20 just to have your nails like clean and like trimmed, right? The basic manicure thing I couldn't do because, well, I needed maybe to get this for grocery and that for this. Guys, nowadays, if I had £1,000, I spend it to go on holiday. I used to save so much money for, everyone else. Nowadays, I spend it for myself unapologetically to live my dream. My money goes into my travels, and I'm unapologetic about this. I could not do that before, right? So I won't be one of those women who, when they die, the casket is the most un, deux, trois, the most expensive things they have for them. That's a shame, right? That you, whatever money you work so hard for, sitting in your bank account, is there to help everyone else. You don't get anything for you. You never buy anything for you. But when you die, we can use that money to buy your casket. That's sad, isn't it? Anyway, so and you know, priority is one thing that I now guard my energy. Okay. Uh, I used to say, I said that a bit earlier, but I'll just say it differently here because when it comes to saving your energy and knowing what's a priority and what's not, not everything is a priority in your life, not even in regard of everyone else. Okay, even in regard to yourself and uh, what you think you want or need to do, right? Knowing how to prioritize. Now, today, nourishing my body with simple food, okay, takes priority. Spending quality time with family has always something that I loved. And just going on any adventure that I want to do takes priority over everything else, you know? And let me just see here. Hey, Karen, how you doing? I'm happy to have you here. Um, so yeah, it's I've learned to let go of a lot of things and really prioritize how I feel inside. Nowadays, I'm more in tune with what I need or want, right? Before, people will ask me, "Can you do that for me?" Even if I was here, okay, already had so much to do, I would say yes, but cursing myself inside. Nowadays, when somebody asks me something, even if I want to say yes to not disappoint, the way I feel inside, often you have that thing like, you don't want to do it. I'm like, no, sorry, I can't do it. And that's it. I'm busy. I can't do it, you know? And I do that a lot now. And at first, it was like, oh, people are going to think that I'm flaky or my this. I don't care. I don't care. I'm not going to put myself into stress to do something that I can't, that I don't want to do, or so, something that is going to put me into so much stress or create so much trouble for me just so you are okay, right? Caring so much about other people opinion or how they're going to feel is not my responsibility anymore, right? I'm not going to hurt people intentionally because this is not who I am anyway. But it's like, if whatever I do or say for myself is hurting you, I'm sorry, right? But the person that I need to attend before, it's me. It's my peace, it's my energy. So I try to not distribute my energy so much, to do so many things, depleting myself so I can please everybody else. I can't do that anymore. So, yes. And there's something that Nicole taught me, Dr. Nicole. LaShawn, I'll put the name of the people that I'm talking about in the description letter here. It's that, uh, when I go in Africa, because I'm going to Africa soon, right? I'm trying to be on the health journey right now. I am not trying. I am. The words, what you use is important. I'm on a health journey right now. People will push food into your throat, right? But actually, they don't come and feed you. They will just ask you politely to eat because that's the way they love, right? And you know, you have to make sure that regardless of the well-meaning of the people around you, you still need to take priority of what you know is important to you. But she gave me a good tip, which was, I'm allergic. I have an allergic reaction or for health issue, which is true anyway. I can't have this and I can't have that. Because in Africa, if you say no to food, but still, we I think it's still even important to push back some cultural things that still too heavy for the society that we are today. Okay, for where we are in life today, because sometimes cultural things in Africa can be heavy on us. Okay, for a lot of things, mainly for women, there's so many demands that today I'm okay to push back and say, hey, that's not me. Okay, regardless of the way they're gonna take it, it doesn't matter because I'm the priority. What I need is more, it's more important. Um, hey, and yes, I don't know if I went around what I'm letting go at 50, but there's so many things. Pleasing people, you know, wearing clothes to impress, trying to show up that I'm successful and what success mean to people, right? Like the question, the question, what do you do? That's a prominent question when you are in the African society. Okay, what you do represent who you are and the way people treat you often. And I say nothing. I travel like I do things to annoy people. Sometimes I will say I'm a cleaner. Not that being a cleaner is a bad thing. I've done cleaning jobs, to supplement my income. You know, I used to clean in a university from 5 a.m. to 8, so I could then attend my job from 9 to whatever, right? So I've let go of all of that, trying to impress people. And since, life feels so much lighter, I've let go of so many draining relationships, okay, regardless of who they are, family, friends, whatever. I've let go of those, It- Today's today, if something is not serving me, if something is draining my energy, I just let go of it and unapologetically. And the other thing is unapologetically me, like this live I'm doing this morning, as I say, where I didn't try to prepare or impress, and I'm just saying whatever comes, and that's good enough, right? And this is where I'm moving toward being unapologetically myself. I'll talk with my mistakes, with my accent, with my word, half, whatever. It doesn't matter because this is me. And today I believe that it doesn't matter. The people that will come and stay it's your people, it's the people that's supposed to be here. The people who need something polished or whatever. There's so many channels on YouTube that they can go. So yeah, guys. So I want to ask you, right? And all of these are the things that I was doing in my 20s, in my fifth, in my 20s, 30s, 40s that I refused to do in my 50s. Okay. There's so much more of those. I just don't have them in the top of my head right now. So for you guys in the replay and you guys here, what is something you used to stress over in your 20s or 30s that you simply don't care about anymore? And when I reread that question now, something just came up is there's something that is very difficult as an African wife is how your in-law sees you. African wives are not all, please, if you like one of those rebel, yeah, hey, out there, like I don't care about what they're saying. It's good power to you, right? A lot of African wives are like, you leave for how the in-law sees you. You are at the service because they need to leave you, to love you, sorry, and accept you in the family. And you have to do everything and bend, be at the service. I'm like, nah, even on YouTube, on my friend's channel, because I know they will go and check what I'm saying. And they do anyway. Okay. And then they go to talk to my husband to say, your wife did this, your wife talked about it, your wife, da 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 da. And funny when I check my analytics on Instagram or whatever, okay, the majority of the view came from Cameroon, Gabon, France, like it's where family are. So they're looking at your message, your videos, they don't leave messages. So a lot of wives leave for the appreciation of the in-laws and how, no, I am who I am. I'm very respectful. I've been raised very well. So I will never be disrespectful, but I'm not at your service. I'm not going to live my life to please you, so you think I'm an acceptable wife for your son. It's not going to happen. Okay. So in Africa, you say we don't marry just the husband, we marry the whole family. Yeah, but I don't live with you every day. You know, I'm lucky that my in laws are people that are respectful. And anyway, because I impose myself as somebody who won't just let people like toy me around, they won't try. They won't try. And also because they're good people. Honestly, I'm lucky in that way because they are a family that uh, don't try to force you to do the thing that you don't want to do. Okay. Um, Let me read. Cleaning is good, honest work. My mom did cleaning jobs. Yes, all her life actually, and my kid did cleaning with her. Exactly. There's a lot of mothers who are cleaning and putting the kids into college, school, sending them places. It's a job. For me, like we say something in Africa or here, I don't know. Money doesn't have a color, right? I where I come from in Gabon, okay, I'm telling secret of my country. Oh my God, people are going to be like, hey. Anyway, we say we don't care, right? Um, you will see people who rather work in an office because of the status. They're entering a nice building, they dress certain way, but they're earning pennies. Let's say salary is maybe like hundred dollar, right? Whereas a woman working in a market or cleaning offices or houses or looking after children may earn $200 per month. But they look down at her, right? Because she's doing a job that's not prestige. She earn more money, right? So money doesn't have a color. It doesn't matter where you earn that money, whether it's cleaning or at the office, it's the same note, it's the same money. So definitely, cleaning is an honest job. I'd rather have a woman that clean, sell in the market. I have a lot of respect for them than. But you see how society is. If you are in a meeting, in a event, and people are like, "I'm a doctor, I'm a this, I'm a that," and somebody said, "I'm a cleaner." Even in Europe, you will see how people will look down at her, right? Like she doesn't have something to say because she's not. We just shared all these stupid things. Okay. So, good question. I'll have to think. Yeah, it's really something to reflect on. So funny, Jess. uh, that's interesting about what the different job pays. Yes, I've seen that with member of my family in Gabon where you see that those women cleaning, or I have like a niece that is earning like over a lot more than some of my family members who are in offices, right? But they have that prestige. They dress up in the morning, very well, fancy, and they enter that building glass and they sit at a desk. So they have that prestige to work there. But that's it. At the end of the month, they don't have enough money. But the lady cleaning, looking after kids or whatever, doing the job that they deem not good enough is earning a lot better a life. So it's all, there's a lot of vanity in the world anyway. We do a lot of things to, I don't know, uh, look at, follow the Jonases and do what other people want to do. And when we don't actually care about it. So, guys, yeah, 50 is a superpower because 50 is an age where you really don't care about people. Not you don't care about what's happening to people, like you don't care what people think about you. You know, you have the ability to just push back and like, I do me. Okay. And I don't know if it's when you come to at that age, you feel that, whoa, life passed through your eyes and, you haven't achieved everything that you wanted to do for yourself. And now you're like, hey, it's about me. And, you don't have time to attend everyone else. You've done that already. Now it's about you. Okay. So this is what the channel is about anyway, guys. So that's all I had for today. I just wanted to share that. And yeah, I did refrain myself from trying to write a script and everything. I'm like, nah, we're just going to go there and then just wing it and just talk. As we did Karen yesterday. Today we had almost a 2 hours live, and it was so freeing, and to just talk, to just be. Guys, let's do that for on YouTube. Let's just be ourselves. uh Kim is very good at it. Karen, you're very good at it. Sally, look at who's here. Sally, the reality is here, guys. Hello, ladies. Another sleepless night here. 2 a.m. What's wrong, Sally? Like some warm tea or something? Uh, yeah, try relaxing. I know, but I'm happy to see you. I'm happy to see you. Um, Thank you for being here. But yeah, guys, let's just be ourselves. Sally also is another one that's good at doing it. Sally, I doubt you ever use any script to do what you do on your channel. You just you. You are just you. And I see a lot of people being successful on YouTube. You are awesome. Thank you, my darling. Thank you so much. I appreciate you a lot. Thank you. And let's be like Sally. Let's be Kim is one also who really don't care about what people think. She just be her. And no, I just got to be me. I love that. We need to do more of that. I want to be more like that, because I was afraid of my personality, the way I can be quirky. I can be really, if I don't try to be too polite on YouTube, I'll be swearing, because swearing is something that releases tension in me, you know. I'll be cursing here and there, not too much, but like I need to move toward that, being more free. So yeah, I stopped scripting my videos, and all through September, as I'm going to be traveling, guys, it's just going to be that I will just sit on the front of the camera and say whatever's happening, and not trying to do something amazing. So, oh no, Jace, be you. Thank you so much. Yeah, working toward that, we've been trying so long on YouTube to, you know, give a content that is pleasing and bringing value, that we forget that the experience that we have, who we are, is good enough, right? That's because the algorithm and YouTube has told us so many lies, that you have to be that and that and that to make it on YouTube. That's not true. You made it, you know, you made it. You monetize. And it's not just even about being monetized, it's the community that you have, right? People come and see you because you are fun, because you are loving, because you share glimpse of your life with people, real you, and not something fake or something so arranged so it looks a certain way, like editing, right? So uh, I was hooked when you did the video about your hair. I was so hooked, still am. Yeah, but it took me courage to do that video. What would people think? Oh my God. Yeah. When I cut my hair and I was wearing a wig for such a long time because I didn't want people to see my starting look, right? And that I had to pull it. I need to do more of this, right? These are the video that people remember. The video where you're really yourself is the video that people remember. We need to remember that, Karen. We just need to be ourselves. My daughter watched my last talking video, just speaking of the cuff, and say that's her favorite style of video that I do. Right? We told you that because it's so true. I did love that video. It was just you talking. And I told you that I love that you stopped and took the phone, put it down, and came back to talk to us, because that is real life. And we could see that the video was not last, organized in a way. So it, no, we need to do more of that. I think we all get to where we want to go, our goal, if, like Sally, we just become ourselves. Just talk our truth, be ourselves, and stop trying to please the algorithm. Talk to people. That was an excellent video of your hair. Thank you so much. Yeah. Yeah. But the same, it's a video that I didn't want to post because I'm like, oh my God. Right. But mm-mm. Just people can see right through fake honesty. Think about it 100%. You can see that's why people, you know, that Karen shared a video on school community, YouTube over 40. That's the school community, where she was talking about the fact that um, all the people that get monetized on YouTube, there's no secret source. It's often that video that you don't want to post, that video that you do unscripted, that video where you're there and you just come and talk. I've seen again another lady, okay? When the 8,000 whatever came, she just went on the camera and talked. She's monetized today with that video because she didn't care. She sat there and spoke because the honest you show online, you know, when you try to be polished and do those slides and blah 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 blah, people see there's so many of that authenticity. And with AI growing, people want to see more humanity. Okay. And we need to remember this, and that's something that I need to stop caring. I need to add that on the list. Stop caring about trying to design a me that I think is more acceptable for the people of YouTube, you know? And guys, something that always hold me back is my accent. You know, I'm often afraid to just talk because when I get excited, man, are you going to hear what I'm saying? Because the French accent comes so much out that it's difficult to understand the English at that point. So I'm always so particular in the way I say things. And I did use AI to make sure that I speak correctly so you guys can understand me. Because I'm often conscious to the fact that English is not my language. So I'm not as free to talk the way I want to talk because I want to make sure that people understand what I'm saying. Um, just people can see. Yes, absolutely. I agree, Just I love video, people relaxed talking. Yeah, like we did yesterday. You do that actually, Karen, when you are in those live with your friend. It's just a video where people chat. I want to do more of that, right? I have my tea with Jays where I have questions, but even I want to move away from planning so much. I want to learn about the person so we can have a conversation when I ask her about what she wants. But I still want it to be a free discussion. Like sometimes people ask me the question beforehand, but they're like, it's better if we have just an open conversation, right? So this is the way I'm moving toward anyway with YouTube. Karen, when you are doing your solo live, yes, I will be there to support you. Me too. Me too. Do a solo live and you will see that it's amazing. It's like, it's freeing as well, right? And it will give you more courage to do that more often because then you don't have to rely on having, I don't say you are, Kaz, relying on having other people with you. You can do a live because you are amazing. You're an amazing being. And just talk about the thing that comes, on the top of your head. Uh, sorry. Oh, thank you, Sally. We will come and yes, I will schedule it. You did, and then you removed it. The live, I saw the live the day before yesterday where you scheduled a live for yourself. So when exactly when? Tell us, and then we'll come. Jazz, who is the person with the successful video talking about the update? You shared something. Let me just go. I don't know if they're successful, but they're like, I need to go on your school community. You shared something yesterday. I think yesterday. I mean, I saw it yesterday. You may not have shared it yesterday, where there's a guy that was talking about the 8,000 watch hour. Wait, I'm going on your the viral video and monetization. The elephant in the room. You posted it 2 days ago. Remember? I think the name is Phil Ladden or something like that. I did love that video. I did love that video. And yeah. And what he's saying is so true. You get monetized because you yourself. Just we love your accent. Come on, girl. People love a French accent. Thank you. It's like, people love a French accent. Trust me that French people don't actually do just love their accent, because when you hear yourself talking, I'm like, man. Or sometimes I think I'm pronouncing something in English, but I'm mainly those words that are the same in French and in English, right? Um, and when I re-listen to a video, I'm like, okay, I pronounce it completely in French. It has nothing to do with English there. But yes, yeah, it's often difficult to accept your own accent, isn't it? To like your own voice and the way you talk. I honestly do not plan my morning show at all. Not one thing. I just let it take over. This is what I need to do, Sally. I have to come more over, learn from you, because this is what I need to do. The thing is, because often I'm sitting here by myself in the morning, you know, I need to think that I need to prepare something to talk. This morning, I just start talking, you know. I didn't try to be Polish or anything. I just start talking, and I feel better for that. It was a funny mistake when you put when you schedule it back so we can. Yes, Phil, right? I did watch his video when you share that on your uh school community, and it was really interesting because he says the truth. What he says on it is the truth. Every video that brought me enough money on my friend channel, the unscripted videos, the video where I'm there, I'm like just talking out of my head, and I'm like, man, that's life. People, like Sally said earlier, people see through you, right? And there's something that I want to add is the trauma of the when we are younger. I'm dyslexic. Maybe you don't know. I'm dyslexic. Neurodivergence. There's a lot of those in my family, right? Uh, Autistic, ADHD. We have all of the spectrum in my family. So it runs through my blood. And so very young at school, the teachers were sure that I wouldn't pass, have my baccalaureate, A levels or do anything, but I passed everything because I was slower than other people. There's a word that I'm unable to pronounce, or sometime you will see my brain and my mouth don't connect, meaning that I may think of something, but I want to say something, but I say something completely different. Often I'm editing video, I'm like, what the heck is this word? Sometimes I will make up word that don't exist, but I don't know when I'm talking, right? But it's there. Or sometimes I want to say red and I will say black because in my head, while I'm talking, I'm already thinking of something. And so I would say the wrong thing. And I've edited my video so much because I didn't want that to be, but that's just who I am. This is honestly just who I am. Yes, and scripted video can go viral. Exactly. So, Kaz, we need to do more of those. We need to encourage each other to do more of those. Please, what's the name? Do your live, schedule it, let us know so I can make sure that I'm there also to support. And do more unscripted video. I want to hear more about your experience with the Vid Summit. A lot of us will never be able to go, right? Don't overdo it. You taking away your personality that people want to see. Yeah, it is so true, right? It, it, that's why I've wrote today and the trois, unapologetically me, right? And I was when I used to do video where I may not edit too much, when I was doing the no edit challenge, people realize I'm picking I'm speaking of editing. Yeah. I understood. Remember 2 years ago with Kim, we did a no edit challenge. And Kim came and told me, why do you always say un, deux, trois? What does it mean? And I say 1, 2, 3 mean 1, 2, 3. And I don't do that on purpose. When my brain goes, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, reset myself, reset my brain, you know. Sometimes I try to pronounce something and I cannot say it. And I keep stumbling against the same word. Automatically, my brain goes 1, 2, 3 to reset and restart, right? But because I was doing a no edit challenge, I couldn't cut the 1, 2, 3. Usually when I edit my video and I need to reset because sometimes I'm there and I'm trying to pronounce a word and it doesn't come, and I'm there fighting with trying to say the same word, and I'll cut that part off. So I agree. Um, I could sit here all day, talk with you. You are the most interesting woman I ever met. I mean, you travel on next to no money, and I'm still doing that. Crazy. You are so awesome. Do you know how awesome you are? Sally, thank you so much for those kind words that touch me dearly. And you've always said that to me. Thank you so much. We don't see so much who we are, right? I'm always amazed when somebody come and see me. Is like, I met a lady in Portsmouth and she's like, I did my first house sit thanks to you because I saw you doing it. And I went to my first hostel because of you. I'm like, oh my God, right? So we need to give ourselves more credit. Thank you so much for acknowledging that for me, Sally. It really touches me. Thank you. Kim is there. I agree with Sally. Kim is always there to encourage me. Kim is like a uh, no BS woman. She's like, you do you. On her channel, she speaks her mind all the time. She's one of these people that can just talk on the top of her head and no edit. And she's okay with just speaking her truth. So thank you. Yes, I saw that is what you said. 1, 2, 3. Yes, 1, 2, 3. But people don't understand why I'm in a sentence, I'm talking, and certainly I'm like 1, 2, 3. I don't even know. I can't control the 1, 2, 3. It's just like I need to reset. Let's reset the brain. And 1, 2, 3, let's go again. Okay? So you are very inspiring. You need to meditate on that. I will do. Thank you so much for your wisdom and for your kind words, Sally. Yeah, it touches me. See, when you let go of all the expectation that will happen, right? You are here, you guys here pouring love into me, right? Um, it's what's important. So thank you very much, guys. Guys, that's all I have for today. I appreciate all of you. Thanks ever so much for being here. Kim, Karen, Sally, thank you so much. Sally, you need to go to bed. You need to relax and go to bed. You need to listen to some music or something. I often listen to like a ebook or soothing music, relaxing music, something, and to help me fall asleep. But the thing that makes me fall asleep, if I put television, I don't have a TV in my room. I used to, or if I'm in the lounge, I put a movie. I'm gonna fall asleep. I don't know why. Television just make me like go to bed. So, right. I love you guys. Have an amazing time, and see you. Uh, tomorrow. My mind never stops. That's the problem. Yes, I know this one. Meditation helps a lot. Meditation helps a lot to stop my mind, like try to, like, because when you meditate and you're saying those mantra and listening to something else, it forces you to go elsewhere. And try maybe having 1 hour silence. Can you do the 1 hour silence or a day silence? It's something that worked for me as well, to practice silence. Thank you, Jazz and Sally and Kim. Thank you very much. I love you guys. I love you too. Hope to see you again. Goodbye to everyone in the chat. Love you all. God blessing. God blessing, Sally. God bless all of you. And talk to you soon. Have a good day, guys. Bye now. And thanks again for the support. Goodbye. Bye, everyone. Bye, bye, bye.